Hey guys, welcome back to the movie summary. Beginning of the movie, we see two brothers in 1960. Their names are Javi and Juan. Javi is very afraid to cross the river. So Juan tells Javi, "You are such a coward." Two brothers rehearse an act at school. Javi is in class with his friend Carlos and tells him that I hear noises coming from a house. People think the house is haunted and one man killed the family in the house. He takes Carlos that haunted house after school. He tells Carlos that the murders took place in this house. Juan tells Javi all these things. Carlos also hears noises in the house. Immediately they both ran away from there. Javi tells Juan everything that happened. Then he said that whoever died in that house, they wanted to tell everyone a secret, that's why we hear those sounds. Both of them are staying with their aunts Rosa and Maria. Because their mother is in village. Sometimes Javi and Juan go to Carlos's house to play. Carlos's mother teaches them to dance and tells them to stay away from Carlos's father. Both Maria and Rosa behave differently. Whenever Maria is happy, Rosa is always said to be silent and disciplined. They are going to meet their mother Madre. Then Rosa tells Javi and Juan to give the letter to Madre. The next day they left for Mother Madre. Even in the bus, Javi wonders what is in that haunted house. Both of them meet Madre when they go to the village. Javi immediately runs to meet Uncle Teo. Teo tells Javi about animals and insects. Then he will understand death. Ever since the death of Antonio, Javi's father, one room in the house has always been kept closed. Javi wants to go into that room, but he is not allowed. But Javi wants to know what's in that room. Javi has a grandfather abuelo. He always wants to be alone. That's why Javi is mostly outside. He works for other households by tending and milking cows. After coming home he gave the letter given by Rosa to his mother. Madre cries after reading the letter. Teo also sad. But Javi doesn't understand why they are sad. Then he goes again to find out what is in that locked room. Then Juan said that our father's secrets were in that room and he died in that room. Madre tries to keep Javi with his grandfather. But they cannot be close. Javi goes into a closed room when Madre leaves. He sees some things, a photo of his mom and dad. Just then Juan came there and said that they found their father's dead body in the front seat. Juan said that those sitting in that chair were listening to their father because he also wanted to tell us something secret. Then Javi gets very scared and runs away from there. Javi asks Madre and Teo about his father's death. Teo says that one day Antonio accidentally shot himself to death while cleaning a gun. Juan tells Javi that whose candle goes out the fastest in the church they will go to hell. Knowing this, Teo realizes that Juven scares Javi with his words. Javi asks Madre that night where we hide all our secrets. To which Madre says, we keep all our secrets in our heart and every person is afraid sometime. Then he undauntedly went into the cellar and fetched a bottle of wine. Javi's grandfather abuelo has been away with the people since Antonio died. He also left the house. One day when Javi was walking around town with his friends, abuelo's friend Benito told Javi that he was coming home to meet abuelo. Javi learns some more habits with Juan. One day Javi went into Antonio's room to find out his father's secret and sat in his chair. Then he hears some sounds, but he doesn't understand what those sounds are. Javi immediately went to Juan and told him what had happened. Then Juan also walks into the room. Then they saw Teo come out of the Madre's room. The noises came when Teo and Madre had private time together. Juan understands this and is saddened. But Javi didn't quite understand. Since then he hates Teo and shuns him. Everyone in the village stones a doll. Then Javi, imagining Teo, he stones the doll. Yet he was not satisfied. Javi's vacation is coming to an end and he wants to know the secret of the room before he leaves. Then he says, "Teo, why did you go to my mother's room?" On hearing this, Teo got angry and hit Javi, saying, "Who told you this?" Abuelo says you cannot hide the truth by sending children to another city. Javi sees the commotion and goes to his room. After that they left for the village. Juan tells Javi that everything that happened between Teo and Madre was normal. Now Javi thoughts have changed. He understands the emotions of others. Realizing that Rosa and Maria are living alone, he tries to make them happy. While rehearsing at school, Juan clashes with his friend over a girl named Julia. Then Javi understands the boy-girl relationship. One day, Javi learns that someone is staying in the haunted house. Javi tells Carlos that this man may have killed the family. After coming home, Rosa tells Javi that Maria is sick. When he went to Maria, he realized that she was sleeping very drunk and tired. A moment later, Juan cleans the wound on his leg. Then Javi comes there and says that a person has come to stay in that haunted house. Juan knows who the man is and tells Javi to stay away from the man. The next day the school principal calls Javi. He gets scared and goes to the principal. Then principal said, Juan beat his friend badly, he didn't even come to school today, so you give this letter to your aunties and tell them to come to school tomorrow. He went home and gave the letter to Rosa. Rosa gets shocked after reading that letter. Javi sees Carlos's sister next to him and he likes her a lot. Javi reads Madre's letter to Rosa that night. Then he finds out that Madre is pregnant. Javi secretly overhears Rosa and Maria's conversation. At school, Juan paid a girl named Julia to show her private parts. When a boy found out about this and went to tell the teacher, knowing this he was severely beaten by Juan. So Juan was expelled from school. Javi tells Juan that their mother is pregnant. The next day Juan goes to his village. One day the resident of the haunted house appears. His name is Ricardo. Maria knows him. Maria never told the Javi about Ricardo, and she is happy to see him. The next day at school Javi, like Juan, gives money to a girl named Julia with his friend Carlos. But the girl takes the money and doesn't show them anything. Then they go sad and towards the haunted house. There they find a key. Just then noises are heard from the house. Javi is looking into the house through the window. At home Maria and Ricardo are having private time together. Then he learns Maria's secret. That night Rosa cries a lot about something, then Javi consoles her. Maria comes home drunk. Javi thinks she is very happy, but after a while it becomes clear that she is very sad. A few days later Carlos's mother died. Carlos tells Javi that everyone says his mother fell into the river and died. But Carlos knows the truth, that his mother died by jumping into the river. Because her father used to torture her. That night Maria told Rosa that she was going to the city with Ricardo. Maria didn't live alone, that's why she kept Maria close to her all these years. But now Maria wants to leave Rosa. Javi understood Maria and Rosa's situation. He wants a final send-off to Maria. Then he crosses the river without fear for the first time and hugs Maria. After a few weeks, Rosa goes to the village with Javi. Then he learns that Teo and Madre are getting married. Everyone is happy to see their marriage. That's when Javi saw the gun. Immediately he went to his grandfather and asked him how Antonio had died. Javi knows that his father committed suicide. But he don't know why he did it. Then Abuelo said to Javi that some people want to die early and your father is one of them. Benito finally makes Abuelo laugh. Then the whole family will be happy. Rosa and Madre also put aside their quarrels and became one. Javi also knows another secret, that Teo is his own father. Now that Javi knows everyone's secrets. One day, Javi locks a boy in the room who caused Juan to walk out of school. The principal learns this and expelled Javi from the school. However, Javi is not bothered at all. Because he is still with his family and friends. Now he understands everyone better. This is how the movie ends.